Lindsey Vonn, I can't believe she tried to do that though, man.
I'm glad she
Oh
did,
my
dude.
God.
You gotta can't leave a what if, dude. She's a baller.
I don't know, man.
It didn't have anything to do with her leg. It was she clipped the gate.
Well, she clipped the gate, but then she broke her leg.
Yeah, I know, severely. Apparently,
That was unfortunate. Yeah.
Ugh. But I mean, dude, she's a warrior, man. That is baller to do that. But yeah, I can't.
Or you're insane to do that.
You are.
I don't know. I don't know.
You got to think do that sport. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean,
yeah. But I was looking at it and I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's craziness.
It's crazy.
But I mean, because if she doesn't do it, she's like, what if I would have tried it one more time? Like,
yeah.
Now she knows.
Do you think she's gonna try it again one more time? Like, no.
No, because like you'd be like what 45 years old for the next Olympics. Like,
yeah, she's done.
Like, hey, that's crazier things have happened though, Scott. I'm just saying. So 45-year-olds can do lots of things still.
I know, like, and Michael Phelps ain't gonna be swimming again. Like, I'm like,
yeah,
maybe though. I mean, the crazy thing is, like, athletes can like go further now though. And
they can go further now. Yeah.
It used to be like 40 was it.
Yeah, and now they're like, no,
not in gymnastics though. I feel like at gymnastics though, like you can't.
Okay, so it's gonna be listener questions, not for this Wednesday because we already recorded it. So for so these shows are gonna be. I mean, get the sequence.
They're like way out of order. These shows.
So we are getting far ahead because I need to get these into March. So this will be for the 18th, and then I thought we'd do one more since Ricky's with us. Since everybody liked it, let's do another pump the brake or hit the gas, pump the brakes.
Remind me what that one was.
You haven't done it before.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So it's like you take it, you throw a topic out there for like the other two, and we talk about it, and like, should we do more of it? And if you think there should be more of those things, or like Disney should go all in on it, or they should stop doing it, like too much of it. Like that means either pump the brakes.
Okay.
Because I have this sweet.
It's loud though.
Yeah, I know. I need to turn it down. I did it too loud last time. I got the sweet sound effect.
Oh my
God. Yes, if you're
what were some of the ones you guys did last time, so I don't repeat them?
We talked about after hours parties.
Okay.
Dude, we did it like 3 weeks ago. I can't remember.
I know. I'm trying to remember. What did we do?
Sorry.
No, that's a great question though.
Yes, because we have people like, I was on my run and you hit this sound effect, and I thought I was
my God.
They said they were merging onto the highway and we hit that for the first time.
We were on a roll with some good ones though, and I would hate to repeat them. So after hours.
Let's see. Hang on, let me go on.
Do you have like do you like type up things?
I don't. Hang on.
Shoot.
But I put it in the show notes. Let's see.
Someone put them in the chat.
Dynamic ticket pricing, live music in the parks.
Oh yeah.
Specialty lounges. Adding more capacity to the 5Ks.
I'm gonna have to like connect to my hotspot. I'm already choppy. Hold on really quick. You'll thank me for this.
You don't look choppy, but I'll believe you.
No, it's been bad for me. Like it's already lagging a little bit, so you'll be thankful.
Yeah, so that's things to talk about. 5K, adding more capacity to the 5Ks, specialty lounges, dynamic ticket pricing, live music. We talked about other things.
Okay.
All right.
We could take some from the chat. That'll be like really helpful.
Yes, the chat would help us. That would be wonderful. Because we need stuff that's evergreen because it's so far ahead.
True.
Oof.
All right. I'm on my hotspot now. Should be good.
All right, let's do this. Wait, why do I not see the record button? It's not good. There we go. All right, here we go. Because I'm gonna get these done and edited and get upstairs because my stomach is hurting. Okay, got the questions. Oh, by the way, we need listener questions, people. Please put listener questions.
Ooh, I just thought of a good pump the brakes one.
And we're not.
And I'd be very curious with Rikki on the show for this one.
Put down as many as you can because I'll be doing all this.
I want someone to take mine though, but yeah.
Yeah, we need listener questions. So if you can put some in the comments, because we're not on Instagram, so that's usually where we get them. All right. This is so far out of order. So wait, the 18th. There's no holiday around there.
Right, just past President's Weekend.
Just past President's.
Oh yeah, we are. Yep, because I screwed that up last time we recorded. Okay. Welcome to episode 2847 of the Be Our Guest Walt Disney World Trip Planning Podcast. I'm your host, Mike Rallman from BeOurGuestPodcast.com and one of the senior agents over at the Magic for Less Travel. Happy Wednesday to you. Hope you're having a great week. We are back with more of your listener questions. Scotty G, Rikki here in the house, or at least here in the Be Our Guest Podcast studios. We're recording this one a little bit ahead of time, so we're tapping into the future and hope you're doing well. We are. And let's get to the fun. We're going to talk a little Disney Cruise Line, Walt Disney World, Disneyland, whatever pops up in the chat. We got some in the inbox as well. So joining us from Must-See Adventures up in East Lansing, Michigan, Scotty G. Scott, how's it going here in mid-February? What's up?
It's going great. You know, I say this every time we record in mid-February. I'm just ready for some green grass. Just give me somewhere warm, please. I just want to see some green grass and some blue sky. But with it being President's Week, for those that get that Monday holiday, I just got to ask, like, and Mike, I know this doesn't impact you. You work every day, but like, do the 4-day work weeks feel like you have more work sometimes? Like, I don't know. Like, do we like them? Yes or no? I personally do. Like, even if it means like you have to jam more work in those 4 days, I like having the 3-day weekend. Me personally.
Because I remember this, right? Because back when I taught, I was in that situation, and it wasn't that long that I retired from teaching, or stopped teaching, switched careers back in 2017. So God, I was gonna say it wasn't that long ago.
Almost 10 years ago,
9 years ago now. At this point, though, it's been a minute. But I do remember I had this theory, like we always, as teachers, we always look forward to days like we had a full day trip or a field trip, right? You're like, oh, it's field trip day. We don't have to teach. So we'd come back from those days as teachers from field trip days. Man, we went through the ringer. Like, it would kill you to go on a field trip with 27 sixth graders. I'd much rather just have a regular day of teaching, but we'd look forward to it. Like, oh, I don't have to teach math. I don't have to teach science. I don't have, man, it was like getting waterboarded or something that day. It was horrible, but you look forward to it. It's like, oh yeah, Friday is just a field trip day, mentally. And it was the same thing with 4-day weeks, like, oh yeah, this is a 4-day week. We only have to do 80% of our job, whatever, man. For some reason, it was, I don't know what it was, but you're exactly right. We had to teach 100% of the curriculum at 80% of the time. But yeah, it was wild. So is it like that in the business world or no?
It feels that way. It feels that way for us. You still have to jam in. You still have 100% of the meetings you were going to have that week anyway. So it's just like working through lunches, getting to work earlier. You still have to cram it all in. But to me, it's still worth it just to have a lazy Monday.
It's all good. Yeah, I do. I did enjoy those extra 3-day weekends. And I mean, way back in the day at the beginning of my teaching career, I remember one time I called in sick from the Disney, I think it was the Dream, over President's Day weekend. Speaking of President's Day weekend, yeah. Because I had an awesome principal. She was awesome. Because I did a lot of stuff extra, and she's like, well, you have the days. So just don't let that get out there. But I guess the statute of limitations is out on that one. Thank you, Mrs. White.
I'm curious to hear what our other co-host has to say about this as well.
And too, she's in the business world as well, down there in social media, messing with the cars and all that stuff down in Georgia. She's from DisneyWorldAfterAll.com and the Mouse for Less. Rikki, happy February. I got to ask you, so, we haven't checked in yet. Did you have a lovely Valentine's Day last weekend?
Sure. I know that we were discussing what we were going to do for Valentine's Day. As I've mentioned on the show before, we don't do anything really fancy for Valentine's Day. We kind of gave that up a long time ago. The topic, which of course, obviously we're recording a little early, so I'm not entirely sure where we're ending up going, but the place that was being discussed this time was once again Waffle House. So there's a very good possibility that I end up at Waffle House again for Valentine's Day. So, I'm cool with that. It's perfectly fine. Actually, we were talking about where we wanted to go. And we talked about going to Melting Pot, which we love.
I'd say that is the opposite of
it is the opposite. And we totally love, we haven't done it in a while. It's usually like a thing we do for the holiday season. We'll go to Melting Pot for Christmas and celebrate Christmas that way, since we're never home for Christmas. However, since we've had Lucy, it's a little bit harder to do that. So we were discussing, well, is she old enough yet to do a Melting Pot? And then we were like, well, probably not. She's still, dining out. She does well, but, we got a limit of like 20, 30 minutes. So
Yeah, agreed.
after that, we're like, so melting pot's a long meal. And so Brian's like, well, we could just do dessert. And I was like, what about dessert and cheese? And then he looked up and the melting pot was only doing the 4-course meal for, $89. So we're like, well, that's not going to work because I can't take
very on topic. It's very Disney.
I can't take my 2-year-old to, to that for 4 courses. She ain't gonna make it. So we just decided to nix that, and we're talking about going in a couple weeks. We'll see what that actually ends up happening. But so not entirely sure where we're going, but it could very well be Waffle House. So
yeah, I'm not sure what we did or are doing either. It's we have a competition down in Springfield, Missouri the next morning, and we got to be down there like 10 in the morning, so we got to leave like at 5:30 in the morning, so who knows.
And to Scott's question, I do not get President's Day off, so I have a 5-day work week that week, this week, so it's the same for me. I don't get the day off, so I don't get a day off technically until Memorial Day, so I have to go a huge long stretch without any days off. Yeah,
rough winter and spring. I'm just
saying.
It's
a very right. And unless I take my PTO days, I have to, I don't get a day off until Memorial Day. So the 1st of January all the way to Memorial Day. So
I'm off today, thanks to Stacy covering for my guest, but for all the wrong reasons. But
yeah,
thank you.
I'd say for the right reasons.
Though. Yeah, I would say for the right reasons too.
I'd rather be. This is rare things. I'd rather be working. But
yeah, no, I think it's the right reason as well.
I'd much rather be working. By the way, William says he's taking his ex-fiance to Torchy's Tacos.
Nice.
But she says she's his wife. But
oh well, yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Torchy's Tacos, man, that sounds dangerous. I do like tacos, but I don't know if I go to a place called Torchy's.
We actually a couple of years back went to Willie's for and that's like burritos. It's kind of like Chipotle, but in my opinion, it's much better. So we went to Willie's one year. We will not be doing that this year because Brian got us Willie's for Super Bowl, so I will not be doing that.
Willie's sounds safer than Torchy's, but I'm just saying.
Yes.
Okay, we got an urgent listener question here from Kristen, and she's from Tennessee. She says, "Good morning. We're staying at the Boardwalk in February, and I thought staying at a Disney resort, we get to book single pass and multi-pass lightning lanes 7 days in advance. However, I got an email saying I could only book 3 days in advance. My hotel reservation and tickets are already linked in the My Disney Experience app. The other thing is, since we bought the military salute tickets, do we need a park reservation? When I click on to make reservations, it says a reservation is not needed. However, I'm reading all over that a reservation is needed. Our tickets say, however, that they are valid 2/26 to 3/2/26. So they're dated tickets. So now let's go to the second part first. Dated theme park tickets. This is where it gets tricky. Do not need theme park because they have a date associated with them. So they do not need theme park reservations.
That sounds accurate to me.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I've been told.
Yes.
That's what I do. But, I sell packages mostly and then room.
It's basically non-annual pass tickets are.
Yes.
Our annual passes are the only ones that need theme park reservations.
I don't sell military salute tickets. But, yes, if they have the way date-based tickets is the thing that we hear on the phone line all day as travel agents, that you need theme park reservations for non-date-based tickets. And it says our tickets, however, say they're valid 2/26 to 3/2. So it sounds like you're good. So what about Rikki? You do all the lightning lanes a lot. So why would she get an email saying 3 days in advance? She can do 7 if she's staying at the Boardwalk. It sounds like something's not linking right to me.
Yeah, if they're staying on property, I assume that would be a 7-day window. So she may want to contact Disney and ask to see what the problem is there, because it should be 7 days as far as I'm understanding too. As long as you're staying on property. So
yeah, I think Mike nailed it with the linking. Wouldn't you agree, Rikki? That it sounds like the ticket and the reservation just aren't synced up somehow. So you just have to somehow have those matching, and then boom.
Because I'm wondering, because if it was a military ticket, it wasn't purchased like a package, so it might have been purchased. It was purchased singly. separately from the reservation. So yeah, it sounds like something's not linked there, not linked correctly since the tickets were purchased separately.
And I'll give you the number to call that they are awesome on this line, and get a pin real quick. I feel like it's a telethon, but this is the number that they take care of you. They have like ultimate access. They can access anything. Just have your credentials ready when you call. This really sounds like a telethon, but they're great. It's 407-939-4357. That's my Disney Experience Help Desk. Bam. Again, 407-939. So it's WDW 4357. Donate today. No, you don't.
And enjoy the boardwalk in. Whew, I just love that place. It's like not the last place we stayed at, but one of the last places we stayed at Walt Disney World. And oh my gosh, I just love that area. So good.
Oh, and we also got Kyle is dropping in as a recording live today, saying hello from the Disney Destiny, just sailing away.
Nice.
Not jealous at all. I mean, I'm just picturing that Rachel Green gif, No, not jealous at all.
Not jealous at all. No, not at all.
So now I got to sail the Destiny. You guys have never been on the Destiny yet. What if you guys sail the Destiny sometime soon, like from your coverage you've seen? Because I was kind of won over by the Destiny. I really kind of went into it thinking, not gonna like it.
How would you not be won over? It's a Disney Cruise Line, baby.
I know, but no, I mean not that. But I mean, like of all the ships in the fleet, I was like, this one's gonna be the one I don't like. Because it's because it's Marvel, and like I don't understand Marvel. Because there was a lot of that. Who's the guy? He had like a weird kind of hat. I don't know. I can't remember what he was. I did like the
Doctor Strange, Black Panther.
Yeah, all those guys.
Loki. It was Loki.
Loki. Yes.
He had the weirdest costume of them all. But I mean, all those guys were walking around the ship, and I didn't know any of them. Like, and I was trying to figure it all out. And they pop out, and I'm just like, God, Pam, who is that? She's like, I don't know. But and that was strange for me because like in any other Disney Cruise Line ship I've ever been on, I know Mickey Mouse or Goofy or or Buzz Lightyear. This is the first ship where I kind of felt like I'm a stranger in a strange land a little bit. But I mean, there was still also Cruella DeVille played a huge role on that ship.
She does.
She was very sassy and awesome. But I enjoyed the ship a lot. So I went in thinking, loved it though, because the Pride Lands was awesome. Just the whole thing, especially the Dr. Facilier thing. I cannot stop talking about that. I don't know what they did. Like, I just want to know, like, behind the curtain, like how he did what he did, but I'm not going to spoil it for anybody. But what are you guys looking forward to when you go on that ship? Because I know you will. You guys are all doing all the cruises. So, Rikki, what about you, ladies first? Like when you hit the Destiny, what intrigued you while we brought that up there for Kyle?
Honestly, I think that you hit the nail on the head with it. I also kind of felt like this would be my least favorite ship. And granted, I have not been on it yet, but in all the coverage that I've seen from it, it has won me over. And I'm not entirely sure what it is that really has won me over because I, like you, am not the biggest Marvel fan. So I know the characters, like I know who they are, but I'm not, I don't, I've seen only a handful of movies. So like, I'm not very well versed in the Marvel stories. But everything I see about this ship really does intrigue me. I am intrigued by the Hercules show because I do love the film Hercules. I am intrigued by DeVille's. And it's funny, the things that intrigue me are kind of the things that are more the classic Disney stuff, but they're done in such a unique and different way on the ship than any other ship that I think that that's what's most intriguing about it is that they don't have anything like DeVille's on any of the other ships, where Cruella DeVille comes out and, has you create a song for her, that because she hates the one that Roger created and stuff like that. So like that kind of stuff really does sound very intriguing to me. And it's stuff that makes this ship so much more different than the other, two ships in the Wish class as of right now. So while I haven't been on the ship yet, to me, and I haven't been on the Treasure either, I've only been on the Wish, but to me, as of right now, I think my ranking is Treasure, then the Destiny, and then the Wish, just because I think that they learned a lot from the Wish of, hey, we need to we need to plus this up a lot more. And they got the feedback from that ship, and they're like, oh wait, we need to make this a little bit better. So I think that they listened to that feedback. And so the Treasure is always going to be, I think, my favorite out of this class, because it is the one that is closest tied to the parks. But I think the Destiny, it's definitely gotten up there. The Pride Lands also is, again, a very intriguing show. I'm really intrigued by this. And again, it's all things that are classic Disney kind of storytelling, but these are all things that I find to be very interesting. So those are the things that I'm looking forward to the most when I finally get on the Destiny.
I think I'd rank the Wish class ships the same as you. Scott, what do you say?
Yeah, I mean, 101 Dalmatians is like my all-time favorite movie. So the DeVille's Lounge is absolutely number one for me. I just love the whole like heroes and villains like theme to the ship, like I love Hercules. Oh, excuse me, I mean Honkules.
Yes.
I love that movie. Like I mean, I'm an 80s kid. I mean, Rikki born the same year, but like those 90s like Disney films like hit hard for me, and like Hercules is one of those for me for sure. Kind of the under the radar film.
Oh, it's totally under the radar. I mean, I am Meg. Like, that's my personality. Like, seriously.
At least out loud, you won't admit.
I won't say I'm in love. That's true. I will not.
But the Hercules show like really stands out to me. I was talking to someone the other day. I was at work, and they were asking me like, what? Because they knew I went on a lot of Disney cruises. Like, why do you go on so many different ships? Like, what stands out to you about the different ships? And I was like, well, each ship kind of has like their own unique show. And I was like explaining how, like the Hercules show is on the new one, and like the Magic even has like their own unique show. And like I'm really excited to see the Hercules show on the Destiny. But Cruella DeVille, hello.
Yeah.
DeVille's like the little fashion show thing that's going on. When I sail the Destiny, I'm 100% going to have this crazy 101 Dalmatian themed outfit.
That'll get you the million views on the channel too, by the way.
There we go. That's what I'm hoping to do.
You need to have some kind of funky outfit too. And I'll tell you what's weird about that. When I was on, again, it was kind of one of the first sailings. It felt so organic. Like, I just wanted to know how people knew about this thing. And of course now, like, everybody's hearing, I guess people here, I don't even know if they're telling about it, but like in the emails they send, I don't know. But I mean, all of a sudden everybody was like, I didn't know about it, but everybody else on the ship knew there was going to be a fashion show and people had outfits. I'm like, what's going on?
I just love how we have so many. I just love how we have so many options, so many different ports, so many itineraries. Because I love Fort Lauderdale. I really loved enjoying sailing out of that. Now it's gonna it goes to the same locations. Like you got Castaway Cay, Nassau, but it's just another option where I know, Rikki, you're a big theme park fan. I love the parks too, but there's something about sailing out of Fort Lauderdale and not feeling the pressure of having to go to the parks. It's so nice. So
I get that.
It just feels like it's a cruise only vacation with no pressure. So I love that sailing out of Fort Lauderdale right now. It's just really cool.
And since I have to drive, it's a lot easier for me to get to Port Canaveral. However, absolutely. Brian and I, so it is a lot closer. But then Brian and I have actually discussed sailing on the Destiny out of Fort Lauderdale. So that discussion has come into play. Now we already have our next cruise booked, and we're actually sailing on a classic ship in October. So we're going to be on the Fantasy again. But it just based off of how things worked out with our family and stuff like that, that's the one that ended up working the best. But again, it was out of Port Canaveral, so that was a lot easier. But now that Lucy's getting a little bit older, and I think she can handle a drive a little bit more, that might come into play where we can go down to Fort Lauderdale and I can experience some of the other ships as well. So that makes me excited. So and maybe someday the Treasure will stop running 7 nights and I can actually get on that ship, because I don't see me getting on that ship anytime soon while it's running 7 nights for now.
They'll shuffle them here in a couple of years, I'm sure.
Yeah,
because they'll have newer ships
that coming out. Yeah.
But yeah, and I'll say Fort Lauderdale, if you go in the day before, I mean, it had for like a Midwesterner, it had that Miami vibe to it. We got in the Uber and we went to that, just like a little lounge and got an ice cream next door and got a drink at the little bar next door. And I was like, we drove through this little strip area, and I mean, there were people partying, and it was December. I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm on South Beach. Like, it wasn't probably, we weren't in Miami proper. We were still in Lauderdale, but it was a scene from the Uber. I'm telling you, there's like a little strip area where, did you go through that, Scott? Or have you been to Lauderdale? You did that?
Yeah. I mean, we sailed out there. We went to like the beach a little bit. We had dinner out there. Yeah.
You go down south though, like a little bit. There's like a place where it was like crazy, like lights on the side. It was like an open air bar. It was It was wild.
I might have went over there.
Like
I can't
big,
remember.
sign on the one side where the water was. Like, oh my gosh, this looks just like Miami Vice or something. That's so Midwestern though. But yeah, Lauderdale's good option because it's a little cheaper sometimes to get flights down there. And also the Brightline train is a good connector if you kind of want to do that and maybe swoop up to Orlando. All right, let's get back to a question here about Princess Half. A lot of people are getting ready. So we're recording here. We got Princess happening this coming weekend, I guess.
It's the weekend I'm in California.
Yep.
So it's like the 27th, 28th,
Yeah.
March 1st, somewhere in there.
Oh yeah, so it's coming up soon. So yeah, get those. You better be ready. You can't start carb loading yet, but you can get the foods. Be ready. Start making the menus. Morgan says, Princess Half cheering on question. My husband is going to be running his first Princess Half marathon next month.
Nice.
This month.
Love
I
that.
want to, if he runs it next month, he'll be late, but this email came in a little bit ago. Let's see here. I want to meet him at the finish line with our 2 young boys. We'll be able to get to the Epcot parking lot using a Disney resort bus, even though it'll be before park opening. We won't have car seats, so we can't Uber. So we're really hoping we can utilize Disney transportation. Any info or recommendations would also be helpful. Thanks for all the sunshine you bring into my week. Morgan is from Manassas, Virginia. We're sunshine bringers. Look at that. We're like KC back in the day in the sunshine.
Nice.
Scotty G, tell her how she's going to get there. It's not going to be the resort bus, probably.
Well, it depends on how slow or quick, or if you're stopping for characters that your runner is.
He's fast. He's like lightning.
You might want to take the Run Disney transportation bus in the morning. So throughout the whole weekend, there will be like charter buses that Disney has for the Run Disney Expo and for the races in the morning. So those are not 100% for runners. And now it's nice to, in the early morning, to leave those for the runners in case if they're like full and there's sometimes it's me, right? A runner's running late, oh, hello, hold that bus and save me a seat, but, spectators can ride those early in the morning too. So that's what I would recommend. Now I will say it leaves you waiting for a long time because if you're getting on those first or second buses, you're going to be waiting a long time because you're going to be there before the start line. So I would say hold back a little bit because those buses are running like all morning too. So maybe wait. What would you say, Mike? Like till the start of the race to grab one of those buses? Do you think?
Because they run almost continuous. Well, there's a pause there for a little bit, but then they start running continuously. So the bus will come by. So I'm trying to think this
like 6 a.m. maybe.
So the race starts at 5. And so, he's probably going to finish in 2.5 hours, maybe ish. So 6,
or like 7. An average runner. Yeah.
Yeah. So 7:30. I'd be out there to catch it. And they're going to start bringing people back at like 7 because the fast runners will probably be getting done at like 1, like in an hour and a half. So they'll probably start running the buses at like 6:30. Yeah, so there'll be buses running. So I would go out there like at 7 and just grab a bus.
But if your runner is very fast, if they're breaking like 2 hours, something like that, you might want to go before the race starts, and then
that's the other issue.
And be ready to sit in the stands for a while, and then,
or just tell them to slow down, like hold your horse.
Tell them to slow down and let you sleep in a little bit.
Exactly. Yeah,
that'd be a cool thing for you and the boys. The cheer your husband on. That's a great way to celebrate. I think it's awesome.
It is. And it is. I'll tell you what. Like, I mean, my wife doesn't go to the races anymore. She did her time. I mean, and I don't expect her to. I mean, there's been many years. I've got so many pictures of like our whole crew. We'd have, Mallory was there. Mallory used to run back when she was little, and Paige ran back in the day. But I mean, there was times where they would all just wait in Epcot at the end of the marathon. It would be free. Those pictures was always cold too. Everybody's bundled up. Pam Forrester be there with Steve and Hannah, and Elizabeth be there with Emily, and like we'd all have this group picture. God bless them for standing out there all that time. I mean, I can't believe
Rikki there too.
Rikki, Brian. I mean, we'd have 20, 30, Melissa. We'd have like 30 people out there. And I'm like, I don't expect anybody to ever be out there again because they've done their time. But I'll tell you what, though,
I love our selfies though. Those big group selfies were fun that you would take. You and I would take
right on the frame. I have this frame of memories that plays nonstop. Every time I walk in, it's motion activate. Right now, I'm a pirate on the cruise. Now I've got my captain's hat on, but yeah, but I'll tell you what, though, going down that chute every time, there's no greater feeling though than just like when they, sometimes they'll say your name, sometimes they won't, but it's just random strangers. But I'll tell you what, when you see a loved one up in those stands or hear them scream your name, nothing better. Can you imagine if it was like your kid, like your little kids for your first half half marathon at Disney. Oh, good stuff. That's what it's all about. That's awesome. Oh, so when Maureen says you can also order an Uber with car seats. She's had good luck with that at Disney. So there you go. Now you'd be a challenge though, maneuvering the roads during a race.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah.
So those buses have
I'd do the
specialty
bus.
ways of getting there. Yep.
Yeah, I do a bus. See, Sean says, and Sean is a lucky dog right now. He was able to get a Palo Brunch reservation over the weekend. What are your must orders for Palo Brunch?
Oh.
Everything.
Well, I got to let Scott talk about his pizza or flatbread. Well, it's not pizza. Is it pizza at Palo? Or maybe it is pizza at Palo. Or is it
Pizza, flatbread, whatever they call it. You know, it's delicious.
I know, who cares, dude? That sucker's good because it's a secret, not secret pizza. Because
I mean, there is a secret pizza. I won't talk about that one, but the one on the menu that I love to order. And now it's a acquired taste. Not everyone enjoys goat cheese. So Sean, I don't know if you do, but I love goat cheese. And it's a sun-dried tomato goat cheese flatbread. I just kissed my fingers. It is delicious. Love that one. That's one of my appetizers. So I mean, as Rikki said though, like everything, right?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
you can order everything at brunch.
Yes. Yes.
Me and Elizabeth will sometimes order like split things. And Mike, I know you've talked about you and Pam ordering every dessert and like sharing desserts because like it's brunch. It's brunch.
Is.
So like I like to have like something a little sweet. So sometimes, I mean, the big giant Mickey waffle is awesome, but I don't want that to be my entree.
No.
I don't want it to be my entree though. Like I want the chicken parm, I want the lasagna.
Waffles will stuff you. Yeah, I mean that could be
so Liz and I will often just share one Mickey waffle to have like a little sweet on the side, and then like she'll get a lasagna, I'll get a chicken parm. Like if you have a bigger group, it's so nice because then you can make it like a buffet. Like I just saw an old photo the other day. And it like, oh, it kind of broke my heart because Palo used to have kind of like a little buffet.
Oh, the little buffet.
You could go up there.
I do
you
miss
could grab,
that.
like,
Yes.
You could grab like the tunas and like, like your sticky buns, Mike. Remember?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I ate my weight in those sticky buns.
Oh, those sticky buns were so good.
But yeah, that's another thing too. They still bring out like the pastries to your table and everything. You need to come hungry. You really do.
Absolutely.
It is. Palo Brunch is an experience and it is magnificent and you can't go wrong with anything on that menu. But I feel like I just rattle off the entire menu, but like Mike, Rikki, like what do you have to add to it?
I mean, I seriously, the chicken parm is so good with risotto. Oh my gosh, so yummy.
I get it every time too.
Yeah, I got the Mickey waffle. I think I got an omelet too. Like I was like, bring it on, just load me up. So I didn't get the flatbread or the pizza the last time. I know we got I think they have a charcuterie board with that one too. So we got that. And like seriously, the soup. I think I got the soup too.
Why not?
I think it was a tomato soup, and I think it was the best tomato soup I've ever had. I'm pretty sure it was there. Yeah. So I mean, honestly, get a little bit of everything. Try it all. Whatever looks good on that menu, I just go for it. I regret nothing when I go to Palo Brunch. I'm just like, bring it. Let's go. I'll try a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and sometimes Brian, I'll split things. Sometimes
the splitting the splitting is key. Like
it is key.
And I love that Emily can go now because like we can
nice.
Really like tackle that. We can be really creative with our ordering now.
That part's nice.
I mean, I'm happy to split stuff with Mike too. Like, don't get me wrong, we did that before, so
it's been too long.
And Sean's asking that will they want to eat dinner at 8:15? I mean, it depends on what time your reservation is. Usually yes, but you'll just be starting to not be full at that point. So yeah, it gets a little more difficult. But if you had the early dinner, I'd say no, man, that's a hard thing to do. You can
I think
do
you
it.
should be fine.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah,
Apollo nap on deck 4. Brunch, you'll be ready. You'll be ready for an ice cream cone by like 3.
That's it. I was gonna say, you after that you go into like the Palo Coma, like on deck 4 of the lounger, dude. You're gone. And then you wake up, you're like, oh, I need something sweet. And you just get an ice cream cone. And that's your like midday lunch. And then you roll right into dinner. And like you're good. Oh,
all you do is eat on Palo Brunch Day.
No, it's true.
It's so good.
Oh my gosh.
Martini. So I'm gonna tell you that's gonna be a tough. So for those not watching live, so this is audio. podcast.
He's killing us
So
with
Sean just confirmed noon Palo martini tasting at
Ooh,
2.
that is going to be
So
tough.
that's a tough turnaround. So
Yeah.
you might want to let your serving team know that because
Yeah.
Palo brunch can
keep the pace up. Yeah.
It
yeah
can
but
take
you
a
might want to
couple
pick up the pace
hours. Yeah,
because they
for
really
sure.
want you to enjoy
Slow
that
down.
meal.
And
So
they don't rush
really,
you at all. So
No, they don't.
yeah.
exactly.
So you definitely want to
let the
make sure
serving
that they
team-
know.
Yes, let your serving
It is
team
good
make
for your martini tasting, though. You won't be too tipsy. You'll have a
That's true.
full belly.
I know.
That's
It's
true.
like, and I wouldn't want to cancel the martini tasting because I like the martini tasting
No,
too.
that is
So.
one of
And
the-
then,
that is one
and
of
I
the
know Sean said, hey, he just snagged it, so it's not like you planned it that way. You just took what you could get.
Yeah.
So I totally understand. So I would keep it. I would keep
The
both.
one thing I would suggest though, as just an option, is if you're wanting to go to Palo when you get on the ship and see if they have any earlier times that day that you can dine and just say,
10:30.
hey, I already have a reservation at noon. Is there any way that we can maybe bump this up to a little bit earlier? So that way, because we have this martini tasting at 2. So is there any way we can bump it up? And they might be able to work with you. They oftentimes have extra slots for those who get on the ship because they know that not everybody's going to get Palo. So they do often hold back a few extra spots. So you might be able to get lucky and have them be able to move your reservation up. And that's what I would do, to be perfectly honest. So, and the website lies at 90 minutes for Palo because I've definitely been there for at least 2 hours.
I think that's what it says, but like especially if you're now, if it's Sean, like if you're with like just a couple, like I could see maybe 2 people, 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe. But like,
if you're just doing it like straight, like I'm going to get it, like
I'm getting the appetizer, I'm getting the entree, I'm getting dessert. Yeah, that would do it. But
I mean, it's been like 2, like me, Mike, and Elizabeth and Pam, like we've had like 4-hour Palo brunch.
Yeah, you could do it in 90 minutes easily. Yeah, totally. If you're just bam, bam, bam. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
But like it's an experience that like it's an experience. I mean, that's what it is. And like you just really want to enjoy it. Palo is something that I don't want to rush, but I would try to utilize the whole 2 hours. I love Rikki's suggestion about maybe trying to bump it up. Really, that's a really great idea. So that you can make martini tasting too, because martini tasting is really good too.
Yeah, for sure.
I just did
Palo brunch. Don't drink. Don't get. I mean, Palo brunch are going to give you like a little like complimentary thing too. So like, I mean, take that, but you might not want to push it too much because you're about to have like 5 tasty martinis right after.
Maybe 6, and they're good.
Maybe 6. Maybe 7 if someone doesn't show up too. You never know.
Yeah, it could be 12. You're significant other doesn't drink, you'd be rolling. That's a good thing. You're gonna love it though. And plus, you're a first time cruiser. Tell your server at Palo that you're a first time cruiser. You're like wanting this whole new experience. Dude, they'll walk you right through everything. They'll take you on.
That's why. I mean, it'll take them 45 minutes to walk through everything. That's
absolutely.
why it's 90 minutes.
Absolutely.
They're going to give you the recommendations about, okay, here, first they're going to tell you about the restaurant because it's, like if you're a platinum person or somebody that's been at Palo 10 times, they're maybe not going to give you all the detail. But if you're a first-time cruiser, it's awesome to learn about, like, well, what's Palo mean? It means pole in Italian, and they're going to show you all about the restaurant, and while they're bringing your food at the same time, but you get the whole show. Like if first timer, you need the whole thing. So tell them you need to make sure you do that. Okay, last question of the day. God, I need some chicken parm.
Oh, right.
In a Mickey waffle.
I want chicken parm so bad. Right?
Thanks, Sean.
Oh, I can make that for dinner tonight.
Real quick, P Gentry, which cruise do you think has the best value to use placeholder discount on? Well, I mean, it's 10% straight away, so really any cruise you want.
Any cruise.
I would say the longer the cruise, right? Like a 7-nighter.
I mean, you're going to get more. I mean, you get more of your 10%. Yeah. I mean, a 14-nighter, I guess.
Yeah. If it's
the
eligible.
longer the better.
Like
yeah, if it's eligible, and some are,
Yeah. Some 14-nighters are.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, as long as you just got to watch holidays.
Yeah,
right.
Because I got burned on that. Like Mike booked one for me. I was like, "Oh yeah, let's do this Thanksgiving cruise for Liz." And like, "Oh yeah, it's not on the list." But I still
like Panama canals and stuff like that. Like transatlantics and stuff like that.
But yeah, me personally, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's great, 10%. But like, I would like to book it on like a 7-nighter, like on the Treasure or something, which I am this summer.
True.
Yeah, that's a good idea. All right, Sam's got a question here from. Let's see, from middle school. Says, hello. I know you guys don't answer a ton of DVC questions, but I'm hoping you'll know the answer. I know there's a kids dine for free offer going on. If we added the dining plan to our DVC reservations, would this still apply for the kiddos? Thanks for all you do and for helping us plan our trip in January. to announce our baby girl. Congratulations. Always looking forward to the podcast. Have a great well, this is an old email, but we just got to it. So I would have, so you, Scott, your DVC, have you ever had, I don't even know, but I mean, the dining plan is going to have the kids free dine no matter what.
I think so. I think you can add, I've never actually personally have done
I can't
it. So
do
like,
DVC.
so, but I believe you can. I wish I could answer with more authority as like as a DVC owner, but because I'm not one that does the dining plan really. But my understanding is, yeah, as a DVC owner, you book with points, and then you would just pay like whatever the cash equivalent is, right, to add the dining plan. So I believe that you would be able to do that.
So do you guys just DVC? You call a certain number to do that, like member services?
Yeah, so there's member services. It's a cool number. It's like 800 000. It's a funny number. Like, hold on, I gotta look it up. It's a bunch of 8s and 0s. Hold on, this is like live searching.
This is like the telethon show right here, because
I know you did it earlier. Yeah, we so it's 800 9800. I just love that phone number.
That's pretty easy to remember.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I would imagine because of how things have to be coded. I mean, how logistically how it has to work, the kids would have to be free. I mean,
yeah, for sure.
You wouldn't be charging the kids. So that's 9 and under with adults on the reservation. So there you go. Cool. All right. So that is going to do it for today's show. We need more questions, and I'll be putting those in the queue here for future episodes. So please drop those into mike@beourguestpodcast.com and put listener question in the header. All right. Don't forget, today's podcast always brought to you by the Magic for Less Travel. We'd love to help you plan your next Disney cruise, because who doesn't want a gigantic Mickey waffle, some chicken parm, and what'd be the third thing? Oh, my eggs Benedict. I always get 2. So good. Apollo. Or heading out to Walt Disney World, or heading out to Disneyland and having a loaded baked potato back at Troubadours, or whatever that place is called, with the steak tips on top.
I know with the, yeah.
That's
so burnt ends, maybe.
Burnt ends, that's what it is. Whatever. It's the loaded baked potato is just basically the plate that you can eat on the bottom of all the good stuff. There's so much good stuff to do at the Disney destinations. We'll help you get there for no additional cost to you. Check out all the details today over at themagicforless.com and let them know you heard about them here on the Be Our Guest podcast. Don't forget, please use our Amazon affiliate link. It's beourguestpodcast.com/Amazon. Anytime you do that shopping online, please click through that, and it supports our show with every purchase. And finally, please support the show on Patreon. It's just $5 a month, and for that support, you get that bonus show called Mike in the Midwest. So come on over this week. We'd love to have you at patreon.com/Be Our Guest Podcast. You can be following social media at Be Our Guest Mike. That's on Instagram, x.com, and Threads. You can follow Scott in the same places at EpScott. That's EPSCOT, but you got to check him out at Must See Adventures as well on YouTube. Check out Rikki at Rikki Nibs. That's RIKKINIBS. Also at a DisneyWorldAfterAll.com and themouseforless.com. And no live shows this Sunday night. Not going to be back for those for a couple of weeks, but we'll get back to those right away. But the place I am going to be hanging out with y'all is in the clubhouse, because I can do that. So come on over. Let's hang out at beourguestpodcast.com/clubhouse. Talk Disney, talk sports, talk life. And I'll check in with you all there in real time. Can't wait to see you guys there. All right, so we'll be back again on Friday with another great show. But until then, for Scotty G and Rikki, I'm Mike. You guys have a great Wednesday. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you real soon. All right, everybody, we're doing pump the brakes or hit the gas one more time. So we need topics. What should we talk about for pump the brakes or hit the gas? Put them in the comments, please, right away. That was good, because I didn't have any questions hardly. And it was so far ahead.
Let me do one thing real quick, because I think they're going to come home soon. So hang on.
Edited MP3. I can't remember the name of that potato place, like Troubadours or something like that. So that's not right, but it's kind of close. These ski jumpers are insane.
I know. We were watching them like yesterday. So like, oh my God.
They just like get up off that bench and just whoosh, right down the hill. They're just like sitting there chilling. Stand up. They just fly. I mean, that'd have to be the coolest feeling in the world, too. Until you crash. But they don't typically, I mean, you don't see it very often anymore. Like, the Wide World of Sports guy did. God, it looks so fun.
All right, I'm back.
Okay, so the pump the brakes, hit the gas thing is for Sean. Give us a topic that's happening right now at Disney. Like on the last show that we did, like all those lounges they're putting in at the theme parks. Should Disney pump the brakes on that, which would mean like slow it down, like we're doing too much of it, or hit the gas? They should do more of that. They should add more of those lounges around property or in the theme parks. So topics like that. Troubadour Tavern. Yes, there it is. I said it right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've got 3 written down.
But I said it wrong.
One, I'm excited. I saved it for Rikki. I
Uh-oh.
was gonna ask you last time, and I was like, you know what? This is actually more of a Rikki one.
Uh-oh. Okay.
I know.
Oh, I like that other people are asking questions because as of right now, I don't have like a lot. Like I'm
glad
I got some to keep us going.
I got a few. I got a couple. But I'm not like happy with them. So like if other people have other ideas.
More like these. Yeah, keep them coming. Okay, this is for the 27th. Last Friday of February.
Oh, this is the day I leave for California.
Oh, that's a good
You said the 27th?
Yep.
It's the day before Lucy's birthday.
Oh,
I know. I remember where I was when I found out. I was eating a chocolate. I'll save it for the. All
right. Let's save it.
Like I remember I was eating a chocolate.
I have a crazy memory of like. I really do though.
Let's save it.
Like you're funny. Like it's not like you lit up. Like I was eating a chocolate. I'm gonna wait.
Hold up.
I don't know exactly where I was and what
was
I
it
was
a
doing.
Claire? Was it a donut?
I'm excited to find out where we were.
Like was it? You kill me, dude. You're so funny.
I know. I am funny like that.
Yes.
Let's go. Hold on.
Oh my God. Oh, these are
I
good.
have a photo.
These are great. You guys are fantastic. I'm ready for this. Let's go with all the points
I
in
have
the
a
comments.
photo of me. I do have a photo of what I was eating too.
Stop. You do not.
I do have a photo of what I was eating.
That's amazing.
Who needs AI with our chat room?
I love it.
02 28 23.
You have your life is so documented. It's crazy.
It is
2851. Here we go.
I could actually share it.
We're rolling. Here we go. Now I'm gonna edit this out. Here we go. Welcome to episode 2851 of the Be Our Guest Walt Disney World Trip Planning Podcast. I'm your host, Mike Rallman from BeOurGuestPodcast.com and one of the senior agents over at the Magic for Less Travel. Happy Friday to you. Hope you're getting ready for a great weekend. I know somebody who is getting ready for an awesome weekend, the best weekend, because it's time to get out of Michigan and head out to not only Disneyland, but to sail in the Disney Wonder. It's pretty awesome. But I got the crew together. We're going to have a fun time and do it again. We're going to hit the gas or pump the brakes. You guys, we had a great conversation in the clubhouse with this about a month ago. So let's bring it back and see topics that Disney needs to, let's go full throttle, or you know what? Let's slow down on that a little bit. So, by the way, I didn't give a warning the first time we did this because we didn't know what we were doing. If you're running, driving, or doing any kind of activity, just be aware there will be sound effects, and that's probably not a car coming at you, but it could be. So just heads up. There will be sound effects. It's probably, I'm just saying, proceed at your own peril. We have fun here with sound effects and the soundboard. All right, Scotty G, join us for Must See Adventures, and soon the Disney Wonder and Walt's Original Park. Scott, how excited are you on this Friday?
I am so pumped. I'm working a half a day today because that's kind of been my thing lately, maximize that PTO. Working a half a day, then driving to Ann Arbor to pick up Emily. So it's gonna be a fun day. Land in California later tonight, and then boom, drive to Anaheim. Then it's gonna be an awesome weekend. Oh, and it's Princess Weekend too. So shout out to our Be Our Guest podcast lizards. You all are gonna crush it. It's the 5K today, so hope you all have a great 5K. It's just have an awesome weekend, and don't forget about the meetup tomorrow at the Boardwalk Ice Cream. Have a great time. That's coordinating that. Gonna be an awesome time. But I remember the pump the brakes thing was hilarious because our buddy Run Mike, he always watches the live videos early. Yes. And my poor guy, man, he was out there doing a run. He's like crossing the road. I can't
ignore. I felt so bad when he posted that in the Discord. I was like, it never. And then somebody else posted like right after that. Yeah, I was merging onto the highway when you hit the brake.
Let me ask you, if you're crossing the road, like the intersection, which one freaks you out more, the brakes or the car speeding up?
It's true. Either one would be terrible. And the funny thing was, this is my sense of humor, dude. because I was walking on the treadmill when I read that, and I still had like 45 more minutes, man. I kept chuckling at myself. And I'm sorry, Mike. I could not stop laughing. Like, I mean, I was watching like The Price is Right, and I just kept laughing at myself for like 45 more minutes picturing it. I'm like, I'm such an idiot for doing that. But I mean, it is.
And yet we're going to continue doing it. It's fine.
Oh, yeah, we're doing it again.
Well, we give the warning. We give the warning this time. Yeah.
So, by the way, all the Princess runners, we're hitting the gas on you guys this weekend. Let's go. Let's get it. Go get those PRs. And if not, get the PR and fun and eat all the ice cream and all the fun stuff. I wish I was there. I'm signed up for Princess next year. I'll be back at Princess. I haven't done Princess since I wore those stupid wings for the 10K and they beat the crud out of my back. I thought that was a great idea. I bought them at the expo.
No.
I was like, stupid, dumb. I'm never doing that. I can't respect for anybody that wears costumes for races. I don't know how you do it. All right. Also joining us, Rikki's from DisneyWorldAfterAll.com and the Mouse for Less. Rikki, what do you got something big happening this weekend too? I'm just the only boring person here.
I do. So tomorrow, my baby girl turns 3. Can you believe it? She's going to be 3 years old. So yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. We're not really doing anything like super, crazy or anything with her, but my mom and dad are coming up. So we're celebrating with the family and yeah, just gonna have a nice, she still doesn't, know quite what's going on with, birthdays and stuff like that. So I think this is my last birthday I can get away with not really having like a party or something like that. So I'm going to try to relish the fact that I don't have to throw a party for her this year. And I think next year I'll have to, but yeah, it's going to be, we're just going to have a nice like family birthday, which is good and quiet and peaceful and cake and, stuff like that and presents. So yeah, I can't believe she's going to be 3 though. It's so crazy to think, that she's going to be a 3-nager, although she's already starting to get there, but she's going to be, it's going to be a really good time. So we're going to have a lot of fun.
She'll be 18 in like 2 weeks. Be careful.
I know. But I know Scott has a story about.
I was excited. I remember where I was
when I told everybody I gave birth. So
to our little like podcast text group, I remember.
I want to hear the story that.
Well, so it was the Tuesday after Princess Weekend. There,
it was a Tuesday. You are correct. Yep. Yes,
it was early in the morning. I'm going to share a photo of what I was eating.
Okay,
if I can do this.
Something?
I love
For those that are watching, it's something that you like, Rikki.
Okay.
This.
All right. Oh yes. Okay, you were eating chocolate waffles from Ale and Compass.
At Ale and Compass.
That was the right choice. I mean, I wish I was eating those. I had just given birth. So, that would have been a really great thing to eat after all that process.
You deserved it more than me. I mean, I did some miles at Princess Weekend, but you definitely deserved it way more than I did.
I did. And yes, it was early in the morning. I had her at about 7:25 in the morning. So yes, it was early. So
yeah, this photo was taken at 9:29. So you let us know a little. I mean, obviously you weren't going to tell us.
Right. I wasn't gonna. First thing I'm gonna do. All right, let me text the podcast.
It was pretty cool. Like we were just seated in. Well, not just seated, but we were sitting at Ale and Compass. And my waffles just came, and then I got the text. Yeah. Lucy is here. Took a bite of waffle. I was like, I know Rikki loves this waffle, and this one's for Rikki and Lucy and Brian.
So good. I'm destroying these waffles, chocolate waffles, and
so every time I think of like Ale and Compass or those waffles, I think of your family.
I definitely have never heard that story before, and that makes me laugh so hard. That's the best story, and now I'm gonna think of that every time I get the chocolate waffles. So that's amazing.
That's great.
You want to know why this podcast, and I'm not just talking about the 4 of us, this whole group, I'm talking everybody in the Discord, everybody that runs the race. This is why we're a family right here, because this stuff happens all the time with all of us. We go these races, we hear people tell us like, oh, I was listening to the show and this happened. I'm like, what, dude, did you have to tell me that? That's awesome, but that's crazy. Yeah, like I was doing this when the show was on. I'm like, okay, great. I love it. That's okay. Let's get to the topic. I love our family. It's so awesome. Okay, so Scott, you had one. Let's lead off because we got a bunch of great ones in the chat from our listeners already. But Scott, give us one we can talk about.
Yeah, so this is a carryover from when you and I did it, Mike, because I wanted a third perspective, in particular, Rikki.
Yep.
So this one's for you, Rikki. I mean, it's Lucy's birthday weekend,
All right.
So
let's do it.
I want to know, from you in particular, should we pump the brakes or hit the gas on AP magnets.
Oh, that's a good one. That crossed my mind too.
Because I mean, so those that don't know that maybe not our annual pass holders, like it seems that a lot of times Disney will like be really big on the social media. They'll like tease these a lot too. Like right now, there's one at Animal Kingdom.
There
I think
is.
you may have just recently
I
went to
did
Animal
just
Kingdom
go. Yes,
for the magnet, maybe.
I did just go to Animal Kingdom for the magnet. I got other content as well for the YouTube channel at Disney World after all. So if you want to see the content that I got from that day, because obviously we're going to see a lot of changes coming here to Animal Kingdom. You know, we've seen them with dinosaur. I mean, gone. I mean, the land is just the signage. I walked there and I'm like, oh, it's gone. Like Dinoland, it's bye. It was a memory. So I did that. I went and checked out Conservation Station, Rafiki's Planet Watch, because that's going to be changing here soon. I of course got my pass holder magnet. I tried the new viral chocolate chip cookie dough brownie ice cream sandwich. Oh my goodness!
Yeah, I can get behind that anytime.
Can I just tell you that is the best. I will be going to Animal Kingdom from now on just to get this ice cream sandwich. Like, it was so good. It's so rich. Let me just be perfectly blunt with you. This is a totally shareable ice cream sandwich. It's very large and it is so rich. So but I had a really good time. If you want to see that, the video is more than likely by this point live on a Disney World after all. So you can check out the video there. I did lots of things that weekend. You know, I did Mardi Gras at Universal. I did Festival of the Arts. So there's a whole bunch of stuff. I stayed at Hard Rock, so I've got content for that too. So like, there's a whole bunch of stuff coming that either is coming or has come out. So check that out. But as far as Scott's question as to annual pass holder magnets, he's asking the wrong person, because I literally make trips basically to go down for my annual pass holder magnet. I have every single pass holder magnet that has ever come out, and that includes the newer ones with the D shape, as well as the original ones that were circular. I have every single magnet that Disney has ever released. So, and I'm a bad person to ask this question to, so I'm going to say hit the gas, keep giving out magnets.
I don't know if you're a bad person to ask. That's why I think it's funny, because I think you are. That's why it's a good question. I'm
such a dork, and I will literally drive down to Florida to go pick up a magnet and like plan a trip, but so that like
this is why it's funny, because you are the target.
I am the target.
This is what they want.
Yes, exactly.
They're trying to hit someone in Georgia that's in driving distance to come on down.
Come down. But yeah, they got her all the way from Atlanta.
They got her from Georgia. They're not going to get the guy from Michigan to spend $1,600 on airfare for a magnet.
No. But I got in the car. Like, I was really happy when I knew that they were going to be like, I kind of know the schedule of when they release magnets now. So like, I have an idea of when they're coming out. And so I knew that we were getting close to a new magnet time. And I knew when I planned my trip, I was like, I bet there's going to be a new magnet, because there's usually one around the Festival of the Arts, season. And so I'm like, I bet there's going to be a new magnet. And I picked the exact right weekend. It was so busy though. Let me tell you, like, it was the magnet came out on Thursday officially, and that I was there on Saturday, and it was packed. I mean, the line wrapped around the Discovery Island trading post. Like there were queues put down by tape. It went by really quick, so it maybe took me 10 minutes to get my magnet. But when you look at the line and you saw how long it was, you're like, oh my gosh, this is a lot of people here for a magnet. So I wasn't the only one to get a magnet, but yeah, it's I'm yay magnet. And I know that a lot of people wish that they would mail them out, but there's two reasons why they don't mail them out. One is they want people like me from Georgia to drive down to make a special trip to go to the park to, and it's usually a park that they need assistance with. So right now they've been doing it at Animal Kingdom, because Animal Kingdom is a little, iffy right now. There's not a lot going on there. So they're like, hey, come to this park. We'll give you a magnet. It used to be Epcot, because that was when, they were doing all this stuff at Epcot. So, that was the park that they try to get people to go to. So it's to entice people to, yes, like me, come down for trips. And also the only reason that they mailed out magnets was because it was during COVID. And I think they'd already announced a magnet or something like that, if I remember correctly. And then they'd had all the magnets. And so they're like, well, as a thank you for being pass holders during this, tough time, we're going to mail you a magnet. So they really have only mailed like, I think 1, maybe 2 magnets besides the Mickey Mouse magnet that they mail to everybody when you renew or purchase an annual pass. So they've never really mailed out magnets except for that one time. So I get why people want them mailed, but it's really to entice you to come down to the parks. And that's the whole purpose of the magnets. And it works because I drive down every time they have a magnet. So
Scott, would you pump the brakes or hit the gas on the magnet?
I'm pumping the brakes. I mean, I love the magnets. My door is filled with them. I grab them. I enjoy them, but I think it's a little too much. I don't understand the hype. It's a magnet. It's cool. I like them. I collect them. They're neato, but I don't go out of the way for them. So there's a little too much. I got to pump the brakes.
I think at this point, if I didn't have every single one, I wouldn't be, but now it's that completionist thing in my head now. And I'm like, well, I've got to go down and get another one. So like, I can't be missing one magnet because I have every single other one. So
what about you, Mike?
I'm the same way. Pump the brakes. I wish it was once a year and it was like the traditional, like stick with kind of a one kind and then make a variant, like either the circle, like annual pass, or the D.
I love that one.
And like make a variant every year, mail it to everybody that's got an annual pass and call it a day.
Like when you got your Mickey monitor, or like how they used to do like back in the day. Like I liked that.
The renewal, like when you renew, boom, you get your new magnet and everybody gets one, and then that's it. Like that's good. Okay, let's go to the next one because I don't want to go so long, so we get all these topics in. I'm going to throw one in real quick because I like this one from June. June Taylor, one of our listeners. Pump the brakes or hit the gas on going bigger with the cruise ships. So like let's say how about an adventure type ship that's sailing out of Canaveral? Pump the brakes or hit the gas on a adventure size ship sailing out of Canaveral, Scotty G.
Well, I'm just going to jump right to it. I'm pumping the brakes on that because I see what Royal Caribbean is doing, and I don't like those mega ships. Like they kind of look hideous to me. And like I've seen like the adventure one, and like I mean I haven't seen it in person. I've seen some video and some photos of it, and it doesn't look like a Disney ship to me. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's because it wasn't originally. So
it's got the color scheme and stuff, but it looks wide and like I don't know, like it doesn't look like it. And I mean, this weekend I'm going to be boarding a classic. I'm boarding the Wonder. I sailed the Magic last year. Absolutely loved it. I love that smaller classic feel, So like I kind of want to go the other direction. I want smaller ships personally. I like those. So so I want to pump the brakes on these mega ships. Like I'm not the biggest fan of them.
See, on the opposite, I would say I'd say put one like that would compare with like Star of the Seas and all these newer put one. That way the people who want the theme park at sea, they can have it. Because that's going to pull 7,000 people out of my way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to pull half the population of Florida on that ship, and then I'll be cool with the Magic and the Treasure and the Wonder and all that stuff. Because they're not for me either, I don't think. Now, I've never been on those, but they look like too much. Like, I know I'm sounding old, but man, those things. And, Pam loves that ship. Pam Forrester, she's been on those mega ships on Royal, and she loves, and everybody that I've known that's gone on them loves them. But they just
I'm gonna try one. I really want to. I just haven't done it yet, but just to experience it. But I just don't know yet. They look weird.
They do. And Jason, he does say, and this is they can't get into many ports because of environmental concerns. So Disney,
like they can't go to Norway, and they can't go to Europe.
So and that's just they're gonna more and more of that. But I mean, one of them, like doing a Caribbean sail, maybe just one. I'm not saying they need to go big on a bunch, but maybe one. And because the thing is, you don't have to sail it, but you could have one in your inventory. What do you think?
I am going to sail the Adventure. Like I'm going to sail that. I want to go to Singapore so bad, so it's going to happen.
I have a passport now, dude.
Let's do it together.
Hey!
I just want to go to the airport. Honestly, that airport looks incredible.
I just want to use that thing.
But I want to know what Rikki thinks about this topic. So she's the tiebreaker.
Yeah, I am the tiebreaker, and I'm going to say, definitely pump the gas on it. I'm like Mike.
Oh wait, wrong one. Hang on.
Wait.
You really just like someone out there.
Yeah,
sorry.
I agree. I love the smaller ships. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm sailing, like we said, I'm sailing on the Fantasy again here in a couple of months. But there's something, and maybe it's because it was a ship that was not originally a Disney ship, but there's something that's so intriguing to me about the adventure. And the different things that Disney is able to include on this ship that they can't really add on the other ships because they don't have the ability to, or haven't, because they've been stuck in the same mold of the same type of ship. So with the adventure, I feel like they were able to step outside the box and do something a little bit different, and that's why the adventure appeals to me. And I think if they were able to build bigger ships, they could continue to step outside the box and do things that are a little more different. So I also am like, I would like to see a couple of bigger ships. Now, they don't need to continue to make like constantly make bigger ships, of course, but just kind of keep mixing it up a little bit. Make some bigger ones, maybe make some smaller ones. Just keep the flow going. Don't make all the same of everything, because I know that the next what is it, 4 ships that they're building again, they're all going to be Wish class ships, and I wish that they were doing something different. I wish that they weren't building the same with that. So that's kind of a disappointment for me. I wish that, even if they are building these next 3 and they don't want to go the mega ship, they would do something that was another class of ship besides the Wish class ship. So I would like to see bigger ships. I think it would be really interesting to see what Disney could do with them. And I, like you, I would love to get on the adventure. I don't think I'm going to be able to get on the adventure out of Singapore, at least not for a very long time. Lucy would have to be very much older before we would ever consider that, unless again they decide to bring the adventure this way. Hello, Port Canaveral. I don't think they can make it in Port Canaveral.
It's made for that market. But hey, Scott, because we're empty nesters now, so we can. I'm trying to use that passport, so maybe. But hey, the thing is, like, they make them all the same class because it's just, you can dupe them a lot cheaper than.
Well, yeah,
wouldn't it be cool, like, to order like the next 4 ships? We're going to make one that's like a classic ship. We're going to make one in the fantasy class or the dream class.
Yeah,
that'd be my idea.
That would be fantastic.
Imagine like a 2029 version of the fantasy, like with update, fresh off the line, or like a magic class ship fresh off the line. I mean, that'd be awesome, but it'd be cost prohibitive because you got to retool everything for, like, if you're doing like 4 of the same class, it's just boom, 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 just pump them out at the same time. I'm sure. I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm a shipbuilder. Dude, I'm from Missouri. Like, I'm the furthest thing from like.
They got the blueprints for the Magic and Wonder. They can make that happen.
Maybe. I guess it was a long time ago. All right, let's. So Rikki, give us a pump the brakes, gas, hit the gas topic. Let's go.
All right. So when I was at Disney Springs over that weekend, I went to Marketplace Co-op, and they have something new at Marketplace Co-op that I found to be very interesting. I found it to be a very interesting trend. And so I'm curious as to what you guys think, although I think I have an idea on where this one's going to go. So it's called the Disney Drop Shop. And the whole idea behind this shop, which I find to be very interesting, is it's all those blind boxes that Disney is so like they're popular everywhere right now. Like, if you go in any shop, basically,
go ahead.
They okay, they have those blind
Mike, didn't
boxes.
you talk about this once, or like? I think maybe. Go ahead, Rikki.
That's okay. I'm sorry, I wasn't here for that one. But they have the blind boxes, and the point of the Disney Drop Shop is you purchase a box, right? And then you're supposed to be able to film your experience of opening it up, because obviously that's the whole thing of these boxes is the unboxing experience.
The utter disappointment when you get the wrong one.
Exactly. So people there's that, yes. So people buy the boxes, and then while they're in the shop, they film themselves actually opening up the box. So would you like to see more of these type of situations happening in the parks, or do you think they need to just keep it at Disney Springs and have that be that? So, Mike, I'm curious about your story now. So let's go. What do you think?
I'm kind of like, again, we had one of these pop up the first time. I'm kind of like in neutral on this one. I'm fine with like 1 or 2. I wouldn't say like slam down the gas pedal on it, but I wouldn't say hit the brakes, because it's kind of a fun thing,
I think it's definitely a thing of its time.
I was going to say, it's probably not going to be around in 5 years. I'd say, hit the brakes.
It feels very.
I'm going to hit the gas a little bit, just a little bit. Now, maybe not that hard. Maybe just maybe put 1 or 2 more various places. Maybe like an Epcot one, maybe in Japan or something like.
It feels feels very, remember Vinylmation? It feels very Vinylmation-y, you know, like that was like the start kind of this whole thing, it feels like. And, you know, we all know that those went by the wayside. Although I'm sitting here in my, you know, my Disney room and I'm looking at actually 3 Vinylmations right now. So like I still have them. But I mean, what am I gonna do? I mean, they're literally just sitting on my shelf because I bought them.
Weirdest looking things, to be honest. They had it's a custom one back. It went on a bunch of
yes.
My story, because I don't want to make this too long. So Sean from the Discord, you know, takes care of the field for the Browns, right? He's awesome, and his wife is a huge fan of these things called, what are they called, like Labubus?
Yeah, the Labubus, yeah,
or something.
Labubu.
Like little things, like to hang on your backpack. And so we're out at Disneyland, hanging out the whole race weekend out there. And she only likes Goofy. Like she's a Goofy fan. Like loves Goofy, right? And so they sell these Lafufus or whatever. And she wants, and so I learned the whole thing. They're in those blind boxes, right? And there's a store in downtown Disney that sells these things, and it's like packed. But it's like, so she sees people walk around with them attached to their backpacks throughout the whole, like we're walking around riding rides and stuff. And she wants one, but she doesn't want to like do the whole blind thing, right? She wants to just buy a Goofy. She doesn't want to have to take the, you know, play the lottery kind of thing and get the blind box. And so Sean and I are talking, like, you should just buy one. Because what are the chances that somebody that has one hanging on their backpack, Goofy is their actual favorite character, right? Because people probably prefer Mickey or Minnie, probably even Donald. This, we're doing statistical analysis. Jason would be proud. I'm like, if you probably went up to somebody that's got a Goofy, you could probably trade them a Mickey or a Minnie, or probably even a Goofy or a Pluto if they're a dog person, and get a Goofy for like one of those 4. So if you get one of those 4, you're probably going to be able to trade up anyway. So we're doing all these calculations. So I think there's like a black market on it. So I think maybe it is something, but I didn't learn about the whole, it's still going on, the blind box thing. Yeah. So maybe,
it's huge.
So I hit the gas. So Scott, that's a long story, but I got a whole Labubu kind of, education. It was fun. I didn't buy any though. But by the way, they got it by the time they left, because they bought 2. Sean bought one. His wife bought one. She did not get a Goofy. Guess what? Sean opened it up. Boom, Goofy.
Hey, that's good.
So, all right, so go ahead.
Better have given it to his wife.
I'm sure he did.
Yeah.
I love the concept of blind boxes. I think it's so cool. Like, I mean, this concept has kind of been around in like different formats. You know, like in Mackinac Island, you can buy these like blind grab bags for years. My dad and mom would always come back with these like for a male 15 years old, and then you open it up, you got these, I remember those things, you know, like, so like so they still do it in Mackinac Island, you know. So like I've always like been fascinated by this. So I'm gonna pump some gas, maybe not like on my Chevy Corvette, maybe more like on my Chevy Cavalier, pump gas, you know, like we're not going like full throttle here like you, Mike, but yeah, I'm gonna pump the gas on it. I like it. I think it's fun.
That's cool. All right, Scott, give us another. I love this.
Well, then Rikki never really gave her answer.
You know, I think it's fine if that's what you're into. And, you know, I know that there's a huge market online for, you know, people watching all these unboxing videos and things like that. It's not for me, but, you know, I guess I think I'm going to be a neutral, and I'm going to be like, you know, one is good, one is enough. I don't think we need to have another situation where it's like Vinylmation, where it's everywhere, and then in 5 years you're like, I don't know what to do with this. So, you know, like I think that having the one is fine. I don't necessarily think we need more in other parks. So I guess I'm kind of pumping. I'm kind of hitting the brakes on it a little bit, but one is good. One is good.
It was a short break.
A short break. Yeah.
All right, Scott, give us another.
All right. So over the last several years, the Epcot Food and Wine Festival has expanded food booths to like Future World. Used to be kind of like World Showcase only, and it's kind of expanded to Future World and all these other wave areas. Like you have like those wings now for like sports and all that. So you enter Food and Wine Festival, you get your passport, and now it's just like, it almost seems like it's a novel now. Mm-hmm. Like last year, there were over 35 plus food booths, I would say. Do you think? So I'm just going to ask you, do you like that? Like, do we need to like pump the gas on that? Let's get more food booths in the Food and Wine Festival, or do we need to pump the brakes on this? Like, this is getting kind of ridiculous. Like, how many food booths are in the Food and Wine Festival at Epcot?
Rikki, let's go. I'm going to get a few more in, so kind of keep it short. What you got?
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna say neutral. But I guess it would be more, hit the brakes. Just because there are so many booths. Food and Wine has the most, obviously. It's the Food and Wine Festival, so of course it's going to. But I feel like, and I don't have a problem with them being in, World Nature or World Discovery or what have you. But I do think that at some point there is a little bit of overload as far as what you can eat. So, and especially because like Festival of the Arts is happening, and that they actually give really decent sized portions for the Festival of the Arts. So you go to a couple of booths and you're full by the time, but so you can't really enjoy a lot. I mean, yeah, even when sharing, I still can't do like a ton of booths and a ton of different things at each booth. So I feel like they're getting to the point of saturation on it. So I think that they're good at this point. I don't think they need any more. And they could maybe scale back a little bit, especially with things like the Food and Wine Festival. I think they could scale back a little. I think what they have during the other festivals is a decent number, but they definitely have more at Food and Wine. So I'm gonna say pump on Food and Wine ones, and stay neutral on the others, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna say also pump the brakes because I think it's at the maximum right now. Like we're good.
Yeah.
Like it's fine. Like it's fine because and I know it's like it's also meant to bring out the locals, and locals get to go back, maybe
Absolutely.
10 times during the festival, so they will get to try out 35
Absolutely.
different booths over 3 months. That's the point of this kind of festival, which I get. It's not for people going down one time during the festival, which is, nice, but I also see that Michael's saying we need different booths. Every year we nice to have a wider variety of different kinds of booths to visit for people that come down, maybe once, every season or, every other, Food and Wine Festival to get a different variety, not the same old. So that'd be kind of nice. But yeah, I say pump the brakes, but just, we're good. We got a good amount. So Scott, what are you thinking?
It's a hard pump the brakes for me. It's called the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival. I don't want to see stuff in Future World. I'm not seeing them much international in this festival anymore. And so I want less booths. And I understand, Mike, you said like it's good for the locals, right? But I'm a completist. Like I want to go down there and I'm not filling many passport stamps because I come back and my passport is hardly full and it looks like I hardly did anything. I want to be able to complete more. I want to see more unique items. Kind of like what Michael is saying, like I want to see more unique things happening. Yeah, we have our festival favorites and such and stuff like that, but I want to pump the brakes. I want to see less and better quality, better items. So pump the brakes on that for me.
I get that. The better quality is definitely a huge thing. And you know what I think that they really need to pump the brakes on, honestly, is the length of the festival. I think it's too long for that one. It just kind of wears on and on and on. And by the end of the festival, you're like, okay, this is long enough. So, they used to start it in September, and I feel like that was better. I think they've now moved it. They had it for a while going back to July, which was way too long. I think they're starting to move it back to August again, and that's a little bit better. But it does feel like it kind of goes on just a tad bit too long for that festival too. The others are fine, actually. I can tell you, Festival of the Arts. I think it's way too short because I was there, and I mean the entire place was packed that day, and it's been packed the entire Festival of the Arts, I feel like. So, and I know why it's a shorter festival because they do have to have the artists there, and asking them to come over and over again is probably a lot. So I get why it's a shorter festival for that reason, but I do wish that maybe it was 6 weeks instead of like 4, which I think is what it typically is. And if they pushed back the Epcot Flower and Garden Festival by 2 weeks, I think that would work out a little bit better. But that's only if I'm wishing for stuff.
Let's go one more before we get out of here. And this is from Michael David 2722 over on YouTube, tuned in. I like this one because you got to think about it. At first, I think, okay, here we go. It says gas or brakes, adding more areas like the seating area to relax in Epcot by the fountain in the statue, by the Walt statue. So adding more seating areas basically to the theme parks. Now think about that. I mean, I think we're all going to be like, oh yeah, gas. But I mean, to give up, you're going to be giving up maybe some places for attractions or restaurants or other things. But I'm still gas because here's the thing, like, and again, when I was hanging out with Sean and his wife out there, there was like a Friday night, like we just noticed in Disneyland, there are benches everywhere, like in Disneyland Park, because it was packed, right? There was a Friday night. There was going to be paint the night. Dude, it was a madhouse, but there were places to sit everywhere in that park. You don't have that at the Magic Kingdom. There's not as many benches. There's not as many nooks and crannies and places to just chill. Like Disneyland kind of feels like a park. Magic Kingdom feels like a theme park. And I'm all about those. I would sacrifice some places to have chill spaces. Yes, add more, just relax. And I think Epcot did that really well. Like looking at it long term. Now I don't like that new connections, like multi-use space. That's kind of missed.
Right. It actually, for Festival of the Arts, it was really spectacular, to be perfectly honest, because they did have an exhibit in there about, Disney on Broadway. And it did not feel like a gymnasium type situation, like I think it kind of usually does, where you've got, the cafeteria on one end, and then, you've got the other stuff on the other end. It really felt like a space, and they utilized the space really well. It kind of had a pathway that you went through to look at all the sets and things like that. They actually had sets of things. They really did a fantastic job with the Festival of the Arts this year with that space. It did not feel like what it usually feels like, where it's just this big open space and kind of wasted and stuff like that. It used the space well, and it's what the space was intended for, which is good. I would like to see more of that as we move toward the future, because I think they did a really good job. But at the beginning, and what they normally have in that space, yeah, that's kind of wasted. But they did a good job with it for the Festival of the Arts.
Would you pump the brakes or hit the gas on
more spaces? I mean, I think I would also, hit the gas. I don't think that. I mean, especially with the festivals, at Epcot, we joked it's not a festival without eating on a trash can, we were stuck eating on a trash can because there was nowhere for us to go, that kind of thing. Although it's a lot more difficult around World Showcase, because it is pretty much just a giant path that people follow for the most part. So I get that one. But, they just added some seating to Disney's Hollywood Studios over by, in between Toy Story Land and Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, which I think was exceptionally needed. That area was definitely needing some seating area. And I think that it would be a huge plus to have more seating areas, just places where people can mingle and relax a little bit. You can charge a phone or whatever. I think that would be, or just recharge your own batteries. I think that having places like that is so important, and it is, it is missing. Especially in places like the Magic Kingdom, where a lot of people are lamenting the fact that they took away Tom Sawyer Island, because that was a place where people could go to kind of relax and get away. So I think, yeah.
I mean, you're right. I mean, there's very few tranquil places to chill. It's, it is great to have that multi-sensory thing going on, but man, sometimes, everybody needs just a little chill. All right, Scott, close us out. You hitting the brakes or slamming on the gas for some seating areas?
I'm like a tap of the brakes, kind of, on this one.
Just a little
because of the, and I brought the question back up here because I wanted to read it again, because it's adding gas brakes, adding more areas like the seating and relax area, like at Epcot by the fountain and statue. Because I particularly dislike this area, because I think this area is terrible, because it's so much wasted space. Like, I never see anyone sitting in it, and it's blazing hot. Like, it's just not useful seating. Like, you and I were talking about this the other night, Mike. Like, I love the benches at Disneyland because, like, it's kind of useful. Like, I sit on a bench and I can watch people walk by, I can see a parade come through, or I can listen to a marching band or whatever. Like, that space in Epcot is right in the center there, and there's nothing happening really. Like, it's just, you listen to this terrible new background loop that they replaced this Epic Interventions loop. It's just horrendous. I took a food and wine festival food item over there once. I've seen a couple people on a laptop working there
I
before.
was gonna say that I've seen
Like,
people.
is that what I want to see on my theme park day? Is like see a guy working on their laptop?
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
Yeah.
like, it's a space that doesn't like seem like vacation-y to me or like relaxing. Like I don't like that space. While I love more additional seating and benches, but I want them to be like kind of useful.
Yeah, I get that point. I
So like
absolutely
that's why I'm
agree
like
with
a
that
tap
part.
on the brakes. Like more seating would be great, but I don't want more seating like the one by the fountain area. I like the idea of it, but like I would reimagine that area in some way because I'm not finding it that is fulfilling its potential. If you
I
know
get what
I'm
you're saying there. Yeah. Well, the whole of Epcot's, renovation in the center didn't really fulfill a lot of what was supposed to happen.
Right.
So
If there was a cool fountain show still to watch,
yes,
then
of
that would be
course.
great
That's
for
a
that
good
seating.
point. You know what? I've
Yes.
never sat in that middle space the whole time.
I
I
have
had once,
before.
and I
Yeah.
just sat in there, and I was just like, I'm listening to this loop that I despise, and this is not
I
as
usually sit in
enjoyable.
that space when I grab a coffee. So when I grab a Starbucks drink, and I'll sit in that space and just sit there and drink my coffee.
That's probably
that's-
what you're thinking.
Problem is, it's usually
Starbucks.
blazing hot,
It
and
is,
it's
and
not
that's
comfortable.
yeah, you are correct. It is usually, and the one time it was definitely. I've sat there a couple times. The one time it was night, so it was very nice and peaceful. There was no sun blazing on you. But the other time it was definitely in the middle of the afternoon, and it was hot, and I was absolutely looking for a spot that had shade. And there are a few spots that have shade over there, but not a whole lot. You are correct with that. So yes, I agree with you. It's not the most useful in like the blazing sun, but on the day when it was, me just sitting there in the evening, it was perfectly beautiful.
The last time Scott brought it up, like I was walking past there because again, I haven't. Now that I think about it, I've never stopped to like sit. I've had because I don't drink coffee. I've never had a reason to like sit and stop and sit there because I'm usually by myself. And I saw two dudes working on a laptop, and it reminded me of like an outdoor Starbucks or something. Like they're sitting there just, I mean, you got to work where you got to work. But I was just like, yeah, we're in the middle of a theme park. It's, I mean, no, I'm not.
No problem with that, right? Yeah,
No
but
problem,
it's just like
but I mean,
it wasn't.
I felt
It
sorry
wasn't
for
fitting
him.
the vibe that I want. Like I want a fountain playing where I can sit back and relax and hear the Interventions background loop. That's what I want.
Yeah, 100%. All right. So here's the thing. Come on over to the clubhouse. Let us know what you think about these topics. We'll do another one of these here in a few more weeks. We have a good time with these. Hope you guys enjoy them. That's the whole goal of this, kind of get a conversation going. You can maybe Texas Roadhouse tonight or something, and you can spin it around the table with your family and bring up some more and let us know. Come over to the clubhouse. Let us know. BeOurGuestPodcast.com/clubhouse. The invitation's waiting for you. If you haven't joined us before, just go to that link. The invitation's there. Boom, you're right there, part of the family. We have a good time talking Disney. It's the greatest Disney community out there. Kind of biased, but I think it is. So we'll see you over there. Don't forget, today's show brought to you by the Magic for Less Travel. We'd love to help you plan your next Disney adventure for no additional cost to you. Check out all the details today over at themagicforless.com. Please also use that Amazon affiliate link anytime you shop online. It's beourguestpodcast.com/Amazon. And thank you so very much to our Patreon supporters. You're the all-stars that make all these things happen. I can't thank you enough for that. You can support us as well for just $5 a month. And for that support, you get a bonus show called Mike in the Midwest. So come over this week. We'd love to have you. Patreon.com/BeOurGuestPodcast. You can follow us on the social media. I'm at BeOurGuestMike. That's on Instagram, X.com, and Threads. Scott's at Epscott, EPSCOT in those places. But the place you got to check them out is on Must See Adventures on YouTube. Scott, real quick, give us a little, what's probably happening on the channel. I know you're getting ready to go out to sea. You'll be out there, but what's going to be happening while you're out in international water?
Probably at sea. we're sailing a classic ship right now in the Wonder, and it's the Be Our Guest podcast cruise from last year on the Disney Magic. So Mike is finally making his debut. Rikki, we got to get you on the channel now too. But Mike has finally made his YouTube debut on the channel. So go check out what we're doing on the Disney Wonder last year. Go check it out.
All right. Check it out. And Rikki is at DisneyWorldAfterAll.com. Rikki, real quick, what's happening on your channel probably-ish now?
So, yeah, like I said, I was just down at Disney and Universal. So I have a Mardi Gras video. We did Mardi Gras. We did Festival of the Arts. I got into that whole Lorcana thing. Let's put it this way. I'm not into it, but I did the Lorcana thing, which has been so popular at the Festival of the Arts this year. So I thought that was really interesting. I still don't understand the game, but I thought, doing the pieces that needed to be done to get the specialty cards was kind of cool. And we stayed at Hard Rock, so I have a video about that. And like I said, we walked around Animal Kingdom. Also have a video that I recently did about our stay a few trips ago from Saratoga Springs. So I've got that. So I've got quite a few things that have been posted recently. I did a video about going to Epic Universe as well, because we did that relatively recently as well. So yeah, definitely have some good content coming out for sure. And if it's not already out by now. So yeah, it's been a good, couple of weirdly good couple weeks with trip stuff. So but now we don't have another trip planned until April at this point. So I got a little ways to go.
March tomorrow, like in 2 days, but you'll make it.
I'll make it. Exactly. I can do this. As soon as Disney announces another magnet, I'll be there, right?
Yeah, and sorry, Vern and Jason, that you guys are the people working on laptops in that seating area. We're not joning on you. We're just like, go get on a ride, which you guys do once you close the laptop. So it's all good. We're not locals. We get it.
They're locals, so that's their part. Right?
No, exactly. We're not. We're just jealous. That's all it is. We're jealousy. Anyway, we're out of here. We hope you have a great weekend. We'll be back again on Monday with a great trip report. So for Scotty G and Rikki, I'm Mike, wishing you a great weekend. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you real soon. That's so funny. It probably was Jason. They're working.
It probably was Jason you saw there.
I'm just buzzing by like, man, you should be on Spaceship Earth. All right. Well, I appreciate you guys.
Yeah. Thank you, Mike.
Made it through. That was fun.
Yeah.
That was good stuff.
For sure.
Yeah. Time to go get a bite to eat.
I know. My kiddo just got home, so I get to go see her. Yeah.
Nice.
Sam is going to get me a chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A. Maybe.
Oh my God. It's not going to be.
I can't. My stomach, man. I'm just going
to try. I think I'm gonna have some panda.
Oh, I'm gonna have pulled pork.
And watch the latest Must See Adventure.
There you go.
Posted one today. So.
Exactly.
All right. There you go.
Exactly. Now I know
it's Mike's debut episode. We go bowling at Splitsville.
Oh,
now I know what's on my schedule for tonight. So yeah.
I rolled so bad. All right, I gotta go.
All
right. See you guys. Later. Have a good week.
Bye.
All right, I'll see you guys.
I was gonna say happy birthday, Lucy, but that's like 3 weeks from now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah,
right, yeah.
I'll text you Friday night. We can do 2 more shows. We'll be good, and then we won't do it for
sounds good.
Weeks.
Yeah.
Okay, appreciate it.
All right.
All right, I'll see you.
Good. All right. Bye, everyone.